Hey guys and gals, let's build Diddy Kong's Minecart Ride by LEGO Super Mario. This is set number 71425. Contains 1,157 bricks, retails for $109.99. And this set was provided by the LEGO Group for review. And that's essentially what we're going to be building today. And don't expect him to show up to the party. So, you know who we have right here. Everyone's favorite. So, this is essentially what we're going to be doing is building some roller coaster things, like something you see in Minecraft, just, well, from what I can tell, it looks a bit sloppy. And yeah, and this is just kind of useless literature. It just tells you how to use the app, and too bad you can't put it on the computer like some of you have mentioned. I wish you could. And that's pretty much all the fun and glory right there. So that's basically the build preview. So I already have bag 1 keyed up here, and this minecart thing. I don't know if we're going to use this, but they do give you one of these, and that's in medium nougat. So everything keyed up. Let's begin with bag 1. And yeah, we don't want to break our hand on this one. At least the set was nice enough to provide us with a brick separator for easy build. And let's get going here. And I got some stuff to chat about today. And I'm behind on reviews. Why? Well, guess what? I have 2 tutorials filmed. And I thought, you know, LEGO's been sending me these sets kind of late, so I'm going to start working on my own things. So, if you're watching this, rolling your eyes thinking, oh, great, more reviews. No, I actually got 2 tutorials. And these are replacements for the videos in August for summer fun. So now everything is kind of, I think everything is fully vacation related now. So I'm replacing a car and a garage tutorial. I thought those don't really fit in there, so I made everything feel more summer-like. I have the tutorials filmed, I just haven't edited them yet. Why? Because I got to get some of these done right now. That's the bad thing about doing all these set builds. But I got that done. And I got 2 other projects that I want to start on for tutorials. When my mind is hot, guys and gals, that's when I start building. You know, if you're into mock building, don't let that slow you down. If you have an idea, write it down. It's very important. When I was doing the unboxing on this set, a tutorial just popped in my mind, unrelated to anything in this set at all. And I thought, cool. I forgot about it, remembered it later on that evening. I thought, I'm writing it down. And I did just that. So, that having been said, the idea has been written down. I have the parts. I just got to build it from my mind. And then I have to interpret it and share it to you guys and gals. So that's going to be the challenging part. And I've been kind of just getting things done, you know, except for reviews. I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm tired of working on it. Every time I get up in the morning, and this is an early morning build, by the way. I haven't done one of these in a while. And today is the 31st of July, 2023. You know, at least now I'm getting into the tutorials again. And I have 10 left to complete for the end of the year, or 10 videos in general. Ooh. That thing almost rolled off my counter. It's a bit humid today too, and yeah, I mean I've been smashing out tutorials, and when am I going to have everything published? You'll see these newer tutorials that I just got done in August, so that's basically next month or this month. Depends on when you're watching this. Probably this month by the time I get to releasing these. So I'm behind on doing reviews. And now I'm going to start setting a firm date with LEGO, and I know they won't listen to me, but it's up to them to figure out. For every LEGO set they send me, they should at least give me 3 days to finish one set, regardless of part count. Maybe we should do part counts, huh? Well, I can finish up a 1,500 piece set in 4 days. So they need to start counting part counts. Maybe that's how they do it. Let's say they send me a set. Let's say they send me a group of sets with maybe 20... Let's say 25,000 pieces. You know, I can easily finish up a 1,000 piece set in let's say 4 days, cushion. So they need to send this stuff earlier. And, you know, it's kind of sound ungrateful, but it's like, I kind of miss doing my own stuff, you know. This is a beak or something? But yeah, it's just kind of just getting things done. And some sets they'll send me and they'll go, oh, this is past the date. Just release it whenever you get it done. Okay. Some people have told me, though, you can release this stuff whenever you want. Well, I want to release it promptly because I don't want any of these sets laying around the house. I just don't. All right. Is that dark brown? Looks like it is. Oh, it's a nose. It's like, what is that? Okay. So that's pretty much what's been going on in terms of Lego. And just some everyday life stuff going on as usual too. And sometimes, just a brief advice, don't base the quality of work on how much you pay. Because sometimes you're not getting what you paid for and you'll get screwed over. You know, some people complain about free stuff, you know, and I don't understand that. Well, when you're dropping money into something, you have every right to complain, you know. It's not Lego related, but just a word of advice. And it was something that happened to me, and I thought, oh, I learned a lesson on some stuff. It was some kind of a hat or something. But I think you guys and gals are going to like summer fun or August tutorials. But, you know, tutorials are not really going to be picking up. I know some things that, like the boat and stuff like that. The boat's actually doing, I think, a little better than the tiny house. A lot of you said, though, I have a knack for boats and RVs and stuff. Yeah, that's like my specialty. What the heck? Oh, I think I remember these guys. He's got a normal pickaxe. There we go. And then that's it. And we have a bunch of small stuff remaining, the stuff that wants to roll on the floor. And I have been really going through parts, especially little stuff. Every time I unbox a set, no, we don't want to sync up here. I'm just trying to get to the video right now so we can know how it works. All right. I'll show you what this thing does here. So you go boing, 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 boing. You kick this thing over and you go ding, 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 ding. That's all you do. Nothing special with that guy. All right, let's move on to bag 2. Slide these things out of the way. It's not a bad brick-built figure. And honestly, the brick figures in these sets are pretty nice. It's just they're incomplete, so I have to fail them still. But we're all interested in the parts anyways. All right, let's get going here. So these, I don't know how long these episodes are going to be, but what's taken forever is the build. I've noticed I'm spending more time pressing this iPad screen than anything else. Like we're doing 1 or 2 pieces at a time. And I think complaining to Legos like, well, I'm going to keep it family friendly, but it's something in the wind. I'll let you fill in the missing word there. It's blanking in the wind. And it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of how they're doing things. There we go. It's like this app is just so goofy. It's like forcing me to use it, probably spying on me right now, huh? What do I do with the sets when I'm done on these? I just delete them. I have to keep the app on here. All right. Okay, it goes right on top of the 2x4. But I'm hoping to get all this stuff reviewed probably by Wednesday. You won't see it for a while, but I'm going to try to get it done quickly. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys and gals, I'm tired of building somebody else's stuff. You know, it's like I know a lot of you guys and gals probably watch other Lego builders on YouTube. You got a variety, but you know, when I get an offer like this and it's one theme after another, it's just like I'm tired of working on one theme. Like I said, Minecraft, I used to buy a lot of Minecraft sets. I don't buy them anymore because they were getting boring. And those were complete, but I just couldn't get back into the theme. It's got to be the same old thing. It's like me building stuff. When I build tutorials, I don't just build. I'm starting to slack off there. Let's put it right there, Jay. When I build tutorials, I always want to build things a little differently than I normally would. Okay, so if I build something, let's say this thing here, the next time I build something similar to it, I want to try a whole complete different method of building. You know, I don't want to just sit there and just use the same old building methods. It gets kind of boring. I hate when tiles get stuck in there. I don't have some hemostats nearby. I gotta scrape it out. There we go. Well, it rolled somewhere. I'm hoping it's nothing special. No, I got plenty of those. But I'm really just kind of tired of working on. Is there supposed to be a gap in there? Oh, there is a gap in there. Yeah, the instructions, oh, there's a gap in there. Lego did kindly send us some PDF instructions for this, but I never saw them. I downloaded them, but never used them. And I kind of want to see what those are like. And my biggest gripe with this 3D app is it's just animations and it's one or two pieces. Like this is one piece. I understand if you got to put pieces on top of pieces where you can't avoid it. Finding white on white is very hard. Okay, time to sort everything. I think this set here had a lot of hidden gems in terms of parts. My goodness. There were some parts in it that I could use to finish up other builds. I thought, you're kidding me, right? I was sitting there thinking, wow, and you get these new type of pieces too. I don't want to use those for. I'm trying to find another one of those 3x3 plates. If not, then I'll have to go in my bin and hoping I have some in white. Because you need 4 of them, and I have only found. Oh, there it is. It's buried under there. All right. I was going to say I only found 3 of them, unless it rolled in another bag. It's like a little airplane. Probably what it is. But there is a lot of good pieces in this set, despite of what it looks like on the box. Like this. You know, this almost, if this was yellow. No, you know what this could be used for? Trains. Put like coal or rocks or something in. I just wish they made a longer one though, but there you go. I was looking at that thinking, what would I use that for? Oh, there we go. And I still want to build a complete working Lego train with power functions. I really do. That's going to be a challenge. You want to talking about going out of my comfort zone. That's like basically on another planet type thing. And I've heard a lot of horror stories with building trains. You know, if you want them to work, not a display piece. We're talking about one that you can hook up and control and stuff like that with lights and motors and stuff like that. But I've heard that if you're too top heavy or they don't have enough weight, they'll fly off of tracks or just won't move. And that's and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do it in baby steps though. I think I may make that a Patreon exclusive, like just updates or something like that. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, because that right there will be eventually, when I build it, will be a tutorial if somebody's interested. May save that for the 1 million subscriber special, is the train tutorial. Because I really want to try it. I want to take a stab at it and see if it is possible. I was going to say, why am I putting one there? Yeah, don't ask me why. I thought this was an airplane. Why do we have this thing on one side then, huh? Is that the passenger seating? I haven't heard anything back from that consignment job thing yet. Probably won't for a while, but I gave it a shot. The worst thing they can do is pass me right up and not even bother me. Which, you know, if I don't get it, I don't get it. It won't be the first time, but it won't be the last time either. You know, we all got to experience rejection one time or another. I've already had enough of those. I've already had enough bad things happen this week. I don't need to have any more. Well, last week anyways. This is a new week. But I'm hoping by the end of this week, I'm going to have a bunch of tutorials filmed. I really kind of want to knock out by the end of September all the tutorials for this year and start working on next year's stuff. I already have a couple ideas that I didn't get to for summer, and I'm going to save those for next year. So there'll be kind of something to look forward to. What the heck? Why isn't that going in there? Gotta fight that thing, huh? Wow, 2 pieces at one time. I feel like I'm just stacking plates on top of one another. It just keeps coming. All right. You're going to need these for tutorials for the August tutorial, that medium nougat. Not that specific piece because I have it right next to me built, but you get what I'm saying there. One more of those useless tiles, so we obviously know something's going to sit in there. And stacking 2 2x2 plates on top of one another. Well, good luck getting that apart. Okay. Now, I only have one items. I'm trying to think. Now, I have one thing already for Christmas tutorials. So that leaves so my goal here is for September. Usually September is back to school. Time usually changes. Time changes in October. But September I consider more of a fall month. And so I'm going to come up. All right. It's like some of this stuff already for August is going to be in September. But it's going to be fitting more for that month than it would be for summer fun. I mean, you don't go to the beach and clean out the garage, do you? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. So I decided to move some stuff around. These are nice little pieces, but what would you use that for? Okay, it goes like here. I saw another one like this. I hate to think we're going to be building duplicates of something here. But so far the build is isolated. Yeah. I mean, it's good, at least it is. Okay, we have another one. Trying to find a slope over here. Alrighty, I'm kind of like, where's it at? Alright, there it is. Yeah, I just kind of wish LEGO would send me more of the smaller sets. Do the bigger sets have more pieces? No, but smaller sets to me have more unique parts than the big stuff. I kind of sound weird like that, but that's how I roll. I like the dinky little sets, and those are always fun to put together. And they only take like 30 minutes to do a build on, and then, you know, one piece at a time, just one at a time. Yeah, LEGO, we don't need to be rushing this one, huh? You want me to suffer throughout the whole build. I thought I just saw that piece that goes there. Here's this funky thing. Oh, here it is. And then this one goes on this side here. Looks like it's some kind of an airplane or maybe a stand or something. I thought it was an airplane, but what is this right here? Turn it around. There we go. Wait a minute, why is there a hole there? Did I forget a piece? Looks like I did. I think there's a tan piece that goes there. Oh, we'll just back butter it and shove it in there. Not a hole on that side. It just looks like a little airplane. Yeah. Last night I had some fried chicken. My goodness, that stuff was good. And then I kind of fried up a burger when I got up this morning. I thought, I'm not. Let's skip breakfast today. We'll go right to lunch. And that's what happened. All right, and this piece goes here. This one's got 3 pieces, and this one goes here. In fact, I should just show you guys what I built here, huh, on this channel. Maybe within like a week or two of a tutorial being built, but then again, I don't want to leak it out and have a competitor try to copy it. I can copy somebody's picture. I know they can do it to mine if they're really good mock builders. Okay. And that goes, oh, it goes on the rear. What are we building here? I mean, I could cheat and look at the box. Kind of tempting to do so. Okay, we're doing this goofy thing again. Boy, I just do not like these building guides at all. I think it's some kind of an airplane. That's sloppily built with all these little holes in it. Look at all those drafty. Lose cabin pressure. Oh. You also need this color and this size of palisade bricks too. There's a heads up right there. I haven't even ordered my webcam yet or anything. I haven't even done that. Probably do that later on when I'm at work. There's no way I can do face cam on these unless I maybe use the phone recorder and record my face, but I mean, my main focus is on the build, not on me. Hey, we don't have a palisade brick, but what do we use? A round brick. You really, it just kind of doesn't look good. Wait a minute, this is supposed to go here at the end. There's a slope that goes there. Wait a minute, the slope is supposed to be there. There we go. I messed up. Well, now we got it right. You know what? I'm still yawning. Doesn't matter what time of day. When I build one of these type of sets, I'm always a yawning. I don't know what it is. Yes, I think I'm going to do it just this installment. I'm just going to do 4 bags. Second installment we'll do 4 bags, and the third we'll do the last 3. I thought about originally just doing 6 bags, but I don't think I can handle it. Plus it's shorter files I don't have to mess with. Maybe it's the rear wings for that. That's exactly what those are, it looks like. It's an airplane. What the heck is this here? Oh, that kind of seamless there. Okay, where did the gray tile go? Oh, I see. Hit the next button too fast. My bad, that was my mistake. Okay, it must go like that, would make more sense. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I have a feeling that there's going to be a part 2 to the aeroplane. So when I get to doing the review parts of these, I will know more. And this is what we have remaining for bag 2. And let's see here. Yeah, it just jumps to bag 3. So let's build this one. Okay. Doesn't look like a whole lot of parts, but don't let that fool you. It might be all small stuff. Looks like bag 3 does the continuation of the plane. I was hoping this would be more of a collaborative family build. Oh, it still could be. I can understand if this is like a 100-piece set and there's no way to do it, but still. Okay. I was going to say, you need something to lock these joints together. They're kind of loose. Mash that all in there. Oh, this just snaps right on the front. Oh, that fits perfect. Okay, that's how you crown off the top of those. Learn something new. Looks like we got to put the tail wing together now. You know what? This also going to be 2 planes too. Side by side. And this could have joined them somehow. I don't know. We don't know. I just don't know. Okay. Yeah, but I've been parting out a bunch of sets. I mean, just Lily going ham. And I'm going to tell you, when I'm building a tutorial or something like that, and I think, oh, I thought I saw this part. Where's it at? Couldn't find it in my collection, so I'll pull up my database, and yeah, it's in a set that I have just got done reviewing. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, so I'll have to go in and part it out. But if it's a set that I haven't finished, if I haven't done the paperwork for it, I can't pull the parts for it. So it just sits in a tote. One piece at a time. Very boring. Boring, boring, boring. It's like dragging out a turd. Okay, this fits right here. Like that. That's how it fits on there. Just, there's a hole there and everything in all its glory. And then that's done there. Flip it upside down. That's kind of risky. I'm afraid something's going to break off of it. Just to be safe, I'm going to put my hand right there, and I'm going to push this down in there. Once a shoe glider plate in there, so it's got to be some kind of a stabilizing thing. Or just to kind of make it go bouncy bouncy or roly roly. And palisade brick here. I'm sorry, there's two of them. Too busy yawning. That's how boring this plane is. And honestly though, I mean, I don't really like grading on building guides and stuff, but this is just horrific. Okay, we got tires we got to put on. Okay. There we go. There. Okay, they go next to here. And I hope we're going to secure this up somehow. I've learned my lesson. These things don't stay up on their own here. Okay, that's much more like it. But brown under here? I better be careful. I don't want something to shear off and then let the language start a-flying. That doesn't want to go on. Might have been nice if that filled in both sides. Oh, there's a tile. Yep, one at a time. And this just sits on here like that. When I do the review on this set, I have a feeling that I'm going to have to open the set up and then do, you know, a tour of this stuff. I found out with these type of sets, I just open them. What I'll do is I'll do the 360 spin, then we'll do the close-up, and I just kind of do it half-baked. So it's an airplane with a patio. Maybe it's the barrel to collect all the water in there, huh? We don't know yet. Like I said, I haven't played Super Mario in so long, I don't even know. Well, that's just flaking around. Huh? Hold on. This is a good little mock here. You know what that looks like, don't you? a gumball machine, and I actually do have one. That's from I think the 40s. It's all cast iron and glass. It's not the cheap plastic stuff. So we have a gumball machine in an airplane. So that's probably where the kids, when they behave, the flight attendants come in and they wheel the gumball machine around and say, "Here, you want some gum?" So you can stick it under the seats. Give that all to the coach kids who are flying coach. Here, if you don't put it under the seat, you get to fly in first class on the way home. Well, there's only a one-way ticket. Well, that's too bad. Too bad, too sad. Now I have a film we're going to be making all these in duplicates. So I'm going to do them right now. And yes, get red, green, and blue balloons. This piece here is just kind of just barely on there. Yeah, I kind of figured, so they're all going to be the same. I'm just going to cake them all on there. I like these bright, colorful parts, you know. This set does look kind of gloomy on the box, but for what it is, though, but it's the same piece. It is. It goes right over here. Yeah, this one's kind of bright and colorful. It's not boring. Yeah, I think I'm going to do is, I don't have a lot of time to do anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and do bags 1 through 4 in this installment. There you go. And we're not done yet. We got something else here to build. Set that over there. What in the heck is this? As a matter of fact, I mean, it looks cool, right? It looks cool, but it's kind of just, I mean, what the heck is this? I mean, take that crap off and make it into something better. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of weird, but it is what it is. In fact, I gotta clean up all this Lego stuff in here. I can't even get out of this room. If there was a fire, oh man, it'd take me an hour to get out of here. I got the window, but I need to get in here and really clean up. That's what I've been trying to do, though, is go through parts, do inventory, put things in my spreadsheet, and when I start building some of this stuff, it's ready to go. One part at a time, huh? Well, I don't see a 1x1 flat tile. Well, let me grab it out of the stash here. That's a square tile. Alright. That's why hang on to all your spare parts. And sorry if I sound kind of boring, and that's because I'm tired. But I at least did those 2 tutorials, though. I did them back to back. They're ready to go. I got one more I want to kind of work on, and then that's it, you know, to get it done. And then this here, where does it go? Okay. Goes back here. Oh, it just sits in there. I wouldn't have known that until I had to look at it in the manual and rotate it. And that's it. And we had one extra one of these. So where did that go? Or did I forget to put it somewhere? Yes, I did. It's actually supposed to go right here. And this is what we have remaining. I wonder if there's a video attached to this or no. We'll find out here in a bit. We got 2 videos. My hands are so dry. That's it. So he just goes right here. Boing, 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 boing. Ding, 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 ding. Boing, 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 boing. That's all it does. Okay, we've had enough of that. Okay. This one's just as fun. The magic hand from the void comes in, removes the crooked top off the plane, and then boing, 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 sit down and have a seat. You don't put the top on, and you just go like this. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, well, you won't be able to do this with a regular minifigure. You just have him stand on one of the studs like that, and just have him pretend like he's flying. But yeah, I mean that wasn't too fun. All right, let's put that back together, and we're going to move on to bag 4. And so far, bag 1 does this guy. What's his name for reference? Mole Miner. I think the next one we're doing is Funky Kong. I think. So let's open that up. It's got blue, so maybe that's a hint there. And I'll just toss it on the floor. Yeah, I think that's what we'll be working on, is the blue one, which is Funky Kong. Okay. Yeah, doing these reviews back to back does get to you after a while. It's like almost hit the wrong button there. It's almost stopping the recording. That would not have been good. I don't know how many of you watch these just to listen to me talk. I don't know, there's somebody out there that watches the full 100%. There's a few of you out there that do. Like, to sit here and... I guess this is like a noise filler or something, which I don't care, you know. I mean, I do that too, so... Yeah, this is Funky Kong. He's got the weird glasses that are metallic. You know, these kind of remind me of building brickheads. You know, Lego could have just sold these figures all separate in separate packages. Would have been fun, instead of just doing this whole thing. But that's just that's how it is. And no, I have not even done that video yet about YouTube's Not My Job. You know, I got to thinking more and more, do I really need to make that video? I kind of want to, but then again, I don't want to come off as being, you know, one of those guys. But I mean, I was really thinking about it. It's very far and few. Still would like to do the live streams, though. Just need to get those done. And for another inverted slope. Yeah, I don't even... Oh, there it is. It's white on white. Yeah, of course. Okay, now we're building 2 of something. So yeah, the tutorials being filmed do absolutely no good unless they're published. Or filmed, edited, the building guide written up and published. In fact, I'm even behind on one on Patreon. See if I can get it squeezed out tomorrow. They won't get the 2 new tutorials because I haven't even edited them yet. Until I can get all these reviews done, I have a feeling that I'm going to be getting a jingle this week and saying, oh, we got more sets for you. Because usually by the time I get one of these done, that's when I get the sets coming in. So what I try to do is I film them as quickly as I can. I just wish they gave us more time for them. They'll do it for department stores, like a toy store. They'll send the sets to them months in advance. And I don't know if they send them their sets assembled or not, but sometimes they'll send their sets months in advance to put them in inventory, and I understand that. But that's where all the leaks are coming from, is all the guys who do inventory. There's been some out there been trying to get these guys to spill the beans, and like, how do you get all this stuff early and they won't even respond to them? I mean, I wouldn't too, but we all know where it's coming from. Nobody wants to get in trouble, but I don't think Legos ever went after anybody legally for it. You know, I don't know. Okay, it goes like that. I am getting tired. Okay. I gotta get this done. I'm just doing this bag. Okay, wow, we're putting a plate and then showing a part going on top of it. Lego, now you're getting a little advanced there for the kids. You know, it's been so hot here. In fact, I think they said next week we're getting down into the upper 90s, but it's like, I'm kind of getting tired of the heat already. Kind of miss just going outside and just relaxing, but can't do that anymore. I was out there earlier today, though. Well, yesterday. Working on my lawn sprinklers in my backyard because the heads don't pop up all the way and all that stuff. I got to reflush the lines. And probably about maybe 30-40% done with them. I'm just doing little bits at a time. I'm no big hurry. Oh, you got to get that done. Well, it hasn't gone anywhere, you know, and at least I've got it cleaned up, ready to go. What color do they want? They want friction forks. Huh. Oh, there they are. Yeah, you get some 1x2 plates with friction fork and medium nougat. I mean, that's a color I don't even have in this. Be good for making trees. All right. Trying to keep everything in frame so you can see what I'm doing. Jay, you don't sound too excited. It's been a rough, last week was kind of rough, and well, they just sit like that, okay. And I'm just kind of glad it's over. But I think it's supposed to be like that. Where's the other one at? You get one of these little foot pieces too. Okay, well, he doesn't stand up, obviously. Well, there he goes. Okay, now we're going to build some arms. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build these in duplicates. That's how we roll. You know, when I was doing my tutorial, when I was doing earlier, it was a bitch to film. I had to redo part of it a few times. And the problem with doing those like that, you know, they're hard. Tutorials are hard, especially when you're just going off the instructions in your head. They're hard. But when I get to the tutorials and finishing them up, it's nice. you know, when I'm doing the intro of the video, I'm like, okay, I'm done, because the intro is the last thing I film. And I'm just like, yes, I feel achieved, you know. This is something I want to share with everybody. And like these here, I'm not sharing anything. I'm just showing you sharing my build experience. So technically I am, huh? There's only 3 of those in there. Let's start separating parts. Inverted 2x2 flat tile. If you can't find a part, just do this. I mean, it's slower, but then again, okay, now, oh no, that's not it. Okay, I found it. I knew I'd find it eventually once I start picking up the colors and dividing them out. See, I pulled out all these. Yeah, I kind of really do. I know I've said it in many of my other videos, but I do miss the outdoors. It's just so hot and miserable, and I always hear friends and people on the news. My summer was miserable. My vacation plans got canceled, and I'm like, so at least you had a vacation. Oh, I'd rather be at work than dealing with this. I'm like, oh, I don't. Oh, I gotta get the hemostats again or whatever it is, and then pop that out of there. I don't know if I can get it out. Well, if I had long enough nails, I can get them out with my fingernails, but there we go. And just watching the news about, you know, oh, my flight got canceled, and we're hanging out at the airport bored, and I'm thinking, you know what's boring is when you have a bunch and like, hey, let's go to Disneyland because I'm bored, and why would you want to go there? Okay, fine. You know. So what do you do for fun? Oh, it's too hot to go anywhere else. So you hang out at the pool at your house, and it's not fun. But it's fun to get in there and cool off instead of sitting in the house wasting the air conditioning. Okay, well, we're getting the hands put on now. Does it really matter? Yeah, it does. Okay. We're not done yet. We got to put some plates on the back there. Okay, the thumb's on this side here. Come on, Lego, can we stop with one part at a time? You know, I'm ready to start failing things in negative numbers. You lose interest in a build because the building guide just stinks. I can't imagine a youngling having fun with this. Alright, well, let's bend his legs there a little bit more. Well, now he falls down like that. Well, that's it. We saw a bunch of stars. Alright, we already did the other arm. It looks the same. So just skip through all this. Skip, 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 skip. Keep tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, now we're done. Oh, we're 55% done with this building, but now we got to build the head. Alright, so bag 4, just like it just does him. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing with my head all buzzed off. My goodness, it doesn't even help. It's that humid and hot out here. I've been drinking so much fluids. Just even been in the house most of the time, it's like you're just drinking water a lot. Okay, now we get to use the fancy tile. Okay, the fancy tile. Okay. Oh, I did take your advice, I don't know if you're on this channel or not, about adding an extra 10 seconds to my tutorial videos, so I'm doing that on the new stuff. Old stuff I can't, because it's already been published, but YouTube used to have a feature where you could do it back in the day for, you know, for videos who didn't have that. They would stretch out the video by 30 seconds. But they don't even have that anymore for the features. So, I don't know. Oh, I'm looking for that, not a gray one. Should have gave him some gold hoops. Make him look a little more masculine. This kind of reminds me of building the brickheads. The brickheads weren't too exciting to put together, but they had some really good parts, so that's why I snag them up. But I think there was a few sets, like I mentioned, that had the parts I needed, so I just grabbed them off, but there was some that I haven't even published yet. I'm like, well, I'm going to have to wait on those, so some tutorials will get postponed. I just have some placeholder parts that are in a certain, like a 1x3 jumper plate. You know, I don't even have that color in that plate, you know, so I just have to deal with it. I was like, oh, just have to wait until I publish the set. Well, actually, until I do the paperwork. And after that, I can do as I please with the builds. I like these new tiles. Lego's got so many new parts out now, it's just not even funny. Well, it is. Well, no, it's serious because it's new stuff. Usually I start with the lowest parts first. Yeah, I was doing a tutorial and I forgot to put a whole entire interior in this thing. I had to stop what I'm doing. I had to back up, take everything apart, and refilm that whole section in the correct order. I thought, well, I could probably do it half-baked, but my hands were too big, and I thought, well, I can't. So I had to redo it. And sometimes I have to redo my own tutorials, and you know, talking about colorful language, he was even dropping the F-bomb. I'm like, really, I was almost done, but now I got to stop. Alright, this goes on the top. Alright, and the head goes on here. We have an extra plate though, so what am I missing here? We got this one here and we got a leaf. Oh, because we're not done yet. I was like, what do these go to? Did I forget some parts? But no, it's what it is. There's the lake there. You know what? I bet Lego, if they really wanted to, what would make the Mario figures really stand out if they did this, and I would be inclined to get one. make a game or something with them, like a playable game. Maybe that's what this is meant to be, like a board game or something. And that is it. We got a video to watch, and then that's all I'm doing in this installment here. And so basically you go boing, boing, boing. What did you kiss him? Okay, let me show you here. I mean, you're kidding me, right? So he just stands here like this, and you go boing, 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 ding, 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 boing, 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 boing. Okay, I thought I'd seen it all, but no, I haven't yet. So we're exposing the kids to that, huh? And that's it. No, we won't be using this until the next bag. But let me pick this up, and that's what we have remaining for bag 4. And so far, this set, it's boring, as usual, but the figures are pretty cool. So if it's possible to break this down into levels, this goes to the bags 2 and 3. So the plane and these two guys here. So the plane and this weird thing that goes to another part, it just kind of loops in right here. This just kind of just sits here. It's probably meant to hold it from falling over. Let's set up for the thumbnail real quick. And so far though, I'm not really happy with it. It's just kind of dry. It's interesting to look at, but well, I buy Lego to enjoy it, and I don't want something that just looks good on a counter or a display shelf or something. And there we go. Let me put these more in the middle here, because when I film I want to have the light. This top here is kind of goofy. Oh, you can't slide that thing because of the wheels, huh? And that's essentially what we've done for bags 1 through 4. Let me just get this guy from falling down. So, bag 1 does him. 2 and 3 does the plane. Bag 4 does, I can't remember, Funky Kong. And yeah, that's not too bad for what it is. I just wish the building guide wasn't so boring, but you know, what can you do? Well, that's it. And so for the next installment, I'm thinking of doing bags 5 through 8. Tell me what you think of the set so far.